We'll be back with our main news at 9:25.
Hi, Ursula. We're all ready for you downstairs in the studio.
Thank you, Sticky. Hello, yes, it's Blind Date you're watching, but it's a very special blind date. And have we got a show for you? Because tonight we're going to be taking you behind the scenes, and we're going to be revealing to you some of our best kept secrets. So walk this way.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Blind Date, the 10th anniversary show. And here is your host, Miss Cilla Black.
Thank you. What a welcome. Thank you. Hello and welcome to this special blind date to celebrate our 10th anniversary. Now, over the years, we've met a lot of boys and a lot of girls and a lot of dates. And tonight, we'll be welcoming back some familiar faces from each series over the last 10 years. You'll be chatting to a couple who proved that you're never too old to fall in love. And we'll be saying hello to a young lady who wouldn't be here at all if it hadn't been for Blind Date. You'll see how the boys and girls are picked up here on the show, and you'll also see the man behind the most famous voice on television. Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Blind Date.
But you know, Blind Date is all about falling in love. Boy meets girl, girl meets boy, and every week when the show starts, we all hope that love is in the air.
Love is in the air, in the rising of the sun. Love is in the air.
During the past 10 years, and we'll be meeting a few of our lovebirds later. But let's start at the beginning. Our team of researchers audition about 11,000 people every year, and about 160 are eventually chosen to appear on Blind Date.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name's Annetta, and I'm a researcher on Blind Date. And if you'd like to come with me, I'll take you upstairs to meet the rest of the team.
Excellent.
This way, then.
So, Annette, when are we going to meet the guys?
Well, what type of guys do you go for?
Oh, the bigger the better.
Be honest, because we like a giggle, we like a laugh.
And so the production team puts the girls through their paces.
Good evening, ladies. My name's Ted and I'm from Cleveland.
Hi, Ted.
Hello.
Oh. I'm a driver for a living. If you were a road sign, what would it say, number 2?
Well, seeing as I'm tall, blonde, and extremely attractive, and also out for a good laugh all the time, I think I know what road sign I'd be. Also, the added bonus is that I'm an Essex girl, so I think it'd have to be Men at Work.
Number 3?
Well, it would have to be stop in the name of love before you break my heart, baby.
Listen, we'd love you to come on the show.
What year was that?
Ah, there you go, there you go. Now, have you got a pen handy?
What are you going to bring with you? Passport, bring your suitcase with all your clothes in it, hot and cold weather stuff. Ooh, you excited?
Dressed as a cavalier from the 17th century. Sir Arnold de Bergerac. Well, I'll lend you my nose if you want.
Well, Sarah would love to share a gherkin, the bigger the better, with her ideal bloke, Mel Gibson. She's crazy about that particular pickled vegetable. The gherkin, not Mel.
Thank you, Gary. Hello, it's Friday, and Blind Date starts here. This is read-through day, and this is where I come to do all my homework for the show and find out who got through the auditions. Come on, let's go. Shall I start?
Yes, go on.
Right. Thank you, hello, and welcome to Blind Date. They say that the course of true love never runs smooth, but we've got 3 lads prepared to be smoothies if it means finding a blind date tonight. Shall I read this out? Are you ready for this? Harvey is a financial advisor. His first job, though, was in a garage. He's a financial advisor and he worked in a garage. He wasn't in that job for long, and I'm not surprised because he was told to put a plug on a kettle for his boss. He wired it up incorrectly. The ambulance man said his boss was lucky to be alive. And as he was being carried away, he was heard to mutter something along the lines of, if I can believe this, ooh, that Harvey, what a clumsy young man. So Matt, number 2, Matt is 26, and he's a fireman from Leeds. He achieved his burning ambition about 5 years ago and was eager and excited when he was called out on his first shout. That's number 2. But we watch out for him. And now we have, oh, it just had to be Steve, 25, car salesman, Essex. That's what happens on read-through days. Well, as you can see, all our boys and girls have to answer lots of questions before they get on the show. And when they do get on the show, it's more questions than answers, including the 3 most important ones, which will decide who will be picked to go on a blind date.
I need somebody that's sort of fairly protective. Would you be prepared to fight for me? And if you did, would you be any good at it?
Well, depends if you're prepared to come and visit me in hospital.
Number 1, what would my mother least like about you, number 1?
Well, why would I want to meet your mother? It's your father I'm more interested in.
How would you react if I smashed your new car on the first day you had it?
I'd kill you.
I'd love to be a film star. If you were a movie producer, judging me just by my voice, what sort of part would you give me?
As soon as I heard your voice, Amanda, I knew you were destined for movies. Silent movies.
One thing I haven't told you yet. It's my birthday today. Do you have something wrapped up for me, number 2?
I always think on a birthday, it's the thought that counts, so hang on a mo. If I
were a letter, I'd be the letter M, because I love music, moonlight, mountains and meadows. Which letter would you choose to be and why? Number 2, please.
Well, what letter could I be but G, Gwyneth? Because I'm a grand old geriatric who's agog to have a go at getting together with Gwyneth.
In my next life, I'd like to come back as a roll of wallpaper. Because I'd love to have nothing to do but hang around all day. If you could come back in a next life as some object, what would you be? Number 1.
It'd have to be a wallpaper stripper.
Why is that?
Because I'd really get under your skin and I'd tear you to pieces.
I love going to car boot sales, and I'm always on the lookout for bits of brass and china. If you came along with me to a sale, what would you like to pick up? Number 2, please.
Well, good evening, Olive.
Good evening.
Thank you. I go in for cheeky postcards and cheeky books because I'm a dirty old man. And I also have the honour to be the president of the All England Dirty Old Men's Association. Thank you.
As you know, I'm a skilled carpenter. In order to win your heart, how could I best employ my skills?
I'd say by rubbing me down with some sandpaper.
I believe romance is not just about flowers, chocolates, and candlelit dinners for 2. What alternative romantic gesture would you come up with on our date? And that's to number 1.
I have a romantic vision of long, curly, flowing hair, streaming in the wind. Well, that's me. What do you look like?
Well, not all our blind daters find their perfect match when they come on the show, but 2 people who did fall in love with each other were Lillian and David. In fact, they were bitten by the love bug so badly that just 12 days after meeting on Blind Date, they got engaged. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, Lillian, you've just whispered it to me, but nobody heard. Who's it going to be?
Number 2, please.
You chose for your blind date this evening, Lily. Number 2, that was David from Devon. Come in, David.
When I first saw Lillian, I thought, what a wonderful woman. I thought I'd like to pick her up, put her in my pocket and take her home.
Once I'd seen number 1 and 3, and then David walked on, I thought, well, I've definitely made the best choice because David's very smart and he has lovely blue eyes.
I am so thrilled, and you're still holding hands. Well,
oh,
does this mean I can buy a new act, please?
David Horace Fensom, will you freely take Lillian Morris, here present, to be your lawful wedded wife?
I will.
Lillian Morris, will you freely take David Horace Fensom, here present, to be your lawful wedded husband?
I will.
David Horace Fensom and Lillian Morris, you've now made the declarations prescribed by law and entered into the solemn contract of marriage. I'm delighted to confirm that you are now man and wife. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, you know, Lillian and David are actually here at Jersey Pottery, being presented with a very special clock. Now, what they don't know is, I'm here to deliver them a very special date. Lillian and David. Oh, surprise, surprise! Sulla.
Oh, Sulla.
David.
Oh, Sulla.
How are you? Oh, it's lovely to see you. No, come over here. Oh, get back. What a surprise. Surprise. Well, you thought you'd seen the last of me, didn't you? No, you did. But with all the excitement on Saturday, there was one little thing I forgot to give you. Yeah, surprise. It's another blind date, open. Oh.
Have I got to open it?
Yes. It's exciting, this, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Go on, Rita.
A Mediterranean cruise.
Oh, no.
That's what you wanted, didn't it? Oh, look at that. And look where you're going. You're off on the luxury cruise line of the Canberra.
Canberra?
You're going off on the Canberra.
Oh,
Oh, Sulla.
All around the Mediterranean.
How can we thank you?
Oh.
Is when I fall in love with
David and Lillian, you know, I'm filling up. It's wonderful to see you both again. But, I mean, what have you been doing to him, Lillian? Look at the hand. What have you been doing? How did you do that?
Well, I took a swipe at Lillian and missed the ball, hit the ball. Actually, it's just a trapped nerve.
Oh, is it?
It's more
You're getting better now?
Oh, yes.
Doesn't stop you holding hands?
No, it doesn't, no. I've just got the feeling back.
Ah, look at you, David. Well, watching that film there, I mean, did all the memories come flooding back?
Oh, yes. All the time, yes, all the time.
What was the actual best time of the day for you, Lillian, the wedding day?
I think seeing all the crowds at Tiverton Registry Office.
Because
you know,
I don't know whether you know...
arrived,
Did you know this? That you drew more crowds than Princess Diana?
Diana.
Oh, you knew that?
Yes, we knew it.
The registrar told us that, yes.
Now, it's a silly question, but how is married life treating you both when you're not on a boat?
Great.
Great.
Yes.
Fantastic.
New friends because,
Yes.
you know, excuse me for saying, a bit late in life to marry. So you had to leave Newcastle.
I did.
From
And I don't
Liverpool.
regret it, not 1 minute.
Right.
No.
What about your friends, though? I mean, do you get on with each other friends?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
You've got no problems? I mean, look.
No problems.
At all? I mean, isn't she a little bit niggly? Is there anything that drives her up the wall?
No, I'm not.
I'm talking to him now, Lillian.
She's a beautiful woman, and I love her.
You know, I'm filling up. And
Look at her. I mean...
Well, she is. She's gorgeous. I think you make a lovely couple. Ladies and gentlemen, Lillian and David. You too. Well, we're going to take a break right now, but before we do, here's a little puzzle for you. How many of you can guess what these two lads have in common? I'll tell you in a couple of minutes.
Treating the tingle with Zavirax cold sore cream means your cold sore may never appear. Zavirax cold sore cream, available only from pharmacies.
Because you can't talk, because you can't walk, because your mother has only got one pair of hands, because you're wonderful, except when you're hungry, because you woke your mother 6 times last night, because you hate shopping. Because of all these things, at Tesco, we'll give you somewhere to get changed, your own custom-made trolley, and we'll even warm your milk for you. Tesco. Every little helps.
getting away from it all. On a leisurely holiday, free phone 0800 520 520 for your Ho Seasons brochure. You'll take to a Ho Seasons boating holiday like a duck to water. Ho Seasons boating holidays in Britain or in France.
I don't suppose you have a copy of Fly Fishing by J.R. Hartley.
Townsend. Hello, you know the Hornby double-O model railway? Yeah. Do you have an R186 signal box?
You can't possibly wear that old thing. You must buy a new one.
You're right.
What's it for? Showing this funny-looking video.
No!
French polishers. It's just possible you could save my life.
Good old Yellow Pages. We can help in all kinds of unexpected ways.
Hello, Harper's. Can you transfer some old 8mm cinefilm to video? You can.
I'm looking for a Panama, size 7. You have? Marvellous.
We've got one, Mum.
You do? Oh, that's wonderful.
Happy birthday, Mum.
What have we here? My name, oh yes, it's J.R. Hartley.
Poor old Cinders, look at her. She'd love a nice place to live in. Come on, Cinders, down to the do-it-all January sale. She's also got all the relations to cope with. Redecorate this, paint that, it could cost a fortune. With all the hundreds of genuine bargains, you could say it all costs buttons. Together, we can do it all.
There's never been an Esso shop like this before. Latest Esso Snack and Shop. A fresh idea from Esso.
Hello and welcome back. Well, remember our little puzzle? Well, in case you didn't get it, here's a couple of clues. Number 3, please tell everybody your name and where you come from.
My name is Kevin. I'm from Cardiff.
I can't ignore you, number 3. What's your name and where do you come from?
My name is Tyrone and I'm from South Glamorgan.
Well, did anybody spot it? Yes! Well, of course you did. Yes, it was the same lad. He's the only one who's ever been on blind date twice, and he didn't get picked either time. Serves him right. Is that right? Yes! But, you know, you do need to be a bit of an extrovert to appear on blind date. Over the years, we discovered that many of our blind daters had hidden talents. Let's take a look at a special blind date showcase. Oh, Gina, you looked as if you enjoyed that.
I did, thoroughly. As you can see, I haven't changed a pound, have I?
And it's lovely to see you as well, Gina.
Thank you.
Now, tell me, are you still chipping chips and battering fish up there in Wrexham?
Yes, nothing's changed. I'm still there. 7 years.
7
I've been there, yeah. Only started part-time. So went there to help out. I've been there 7 years.
Now, you're sitting there next to our Elenia there. Now, Elenia, we heard you sing then. You've got a smashing voice,
Thank you.
And I do know that you did go into show business for a while. Well, what happened?
I was singing, going around doing gigs in England, and I enjoyed that a lot, but at the moment I'm in my final year at university, so I'm afraid that has to come first.
But what are
I'm
you
still
studying?
Biology.
Well, we wish you well
Thank
in
you.
your biology course, and even
Thank
more
you.
so in your singing career if you go back to that.
I hope to,
But
'cause I
one
enjoyed
lady who is still singing and doing it and strutting her stuff is Lordy, Miss Claudie. My goodness me. Wow. Oh, Claudia, you look wonderful, may I say.
Thank you, I'll try my best.
You've exceeded yourself tonight. But Claudia, you are a professional singer. I mean, you're not going to give that up.
No. Well, I've been very lucky, obviously, since being on the show and everything. I've just gone on, you know, through the experiences, being in show business and everything. So at the moment, I'm there doing a one-woman show at the Island Theatre, which used to be the Royalty Theatre. And so I'm there talking about the 2 M's mainly, like doing well-known songs that everyone knows. And 2 M's, that's men and money, you know. And then I'm currently doing research for a new magazine show that hopefully I'll be doing on radio.
Well, best of luck with your new radio show. You're researching for that. Keep singing the way you do, girl. It's wonderful. But Paul here, I mean, you were on our show. Where did you go on your blind date? Remind me.
I went to Florida, Stella. Marvellous. It really was lovely, honestly. All this, the whole thing went down well.
Good.
How do you do, Bruce?
Florida, my goodness me. And I mean, you're up in Newcastle there, and you're engaged.
Yes, I'm engaged, and we will get married when Chelsea win the cup.
Are you hoping to
You're
have a
on when
family?
Chelsea win the cup.
Are you hoping to have a family?
We've got a little family at the moment. We've got a little puppy. Called Benson.
Benson.
Right, I've got no shoes. I had to buy a new pair of shoes to come on here. I've got no socks. These are different coloured socks.
Because he
I've
eats
got on
everything.
here. He eats everything. And if Ange puts in a video of me when I was on blind date or something like that, he goes absolutely bananas.
He eats that as well.
Well, he walks out of the room. I don't blame him.
Well, look, it's lovely to see you, Paul. Indeed, all the girls again. I think you've been smashing. You're just like old friends. It's like talking in our front room. Ladies and gentlemen, say a big thank you to our Gina, Elenia, how could I forget, Claudia, and our Paul. Well, you've seen how our boys and girls are chosen. Now let's take a peep behind the scenes on show day. First of all, we have to make sure that those who do the picking don't meet those who are being picked. Do you know there's more security here than Fort Knox? Now, when the boys and girls do arrive, they are brought right here into the studio to be shown where to sit and what to do.
So, okay, John, Matthew, and Stephen, come over. Okay, so it goes John, Matthew, Stephen.
It's Harvey.
Harvey. Right. Okay. You're actually going to run on from here. We'll rehearse that in a minute. Probably see in the beginning of the show, they come running on. Actually, if you all get up at this point, I'll just show you where you need to stand. You come down here. Okay, and you see this mark here? That's where you need to stand, just like that. All right? You see that mark there?
Yep.
That's exactly where you need to stand. Okay, and then what happens then? The screen goes back. You let the screen go back. So you're stood here. Okay? The girl will be standing there. You come together in the middle. All right? Okay, so the thing is, if you just...
The boys leave the studio, and a few minutes later, Sarah starts her rehearsal.
Without the stool and the girl, can you take her off? Just hold them.
1, 2, 3. Okay, you come down the stairs. Scylla will be standing here.
Yep.
All right, you give her a kiss. Sit up on the chair. All right. Do a brief chat with Scylla. And then she'll say, you're ready to ask your first question. Okay, say hello to the boys, they'll reply to you. And then you start asking questions, all right?
An hour before the show starts, the boys are in makeup, practicing their chat-up lines.
What's your aim? Tell you what, I'll bring the champagne and you bring the sexy smile.
Oh,
Save somebody from a blaze.
Oh, hey.
Oh, he's good. He's selling himself. Fireman, rescue, heroic.
Okay, so look as though you're enjoying it. Right. Happy smiles and excited.
I'm there. I'm excited. I'm buzzing.
Once you've picked, made your choice.
Meanwhile, in another makeup room on the other side of the studio, Sarah's also getting ready.
Okay. Sarah, how are you feeling? Looking forward to it?
I am. I am nervous, but I am looking forward to it.
So you've got 3 questions there.
Yep.
And what are you going to say first to them?
Hello, guys.
Hello, Sarah.
Do you want me to go through them all, yeah?
Let's hear them.
I live on the Isle of Wight, which is famous for its 6 wonders. If you came to visit me, how would you convince me you were the 7th?
10 minutes before the show starts, comedian Ted Robbins warms up the audience.
Welcome to Blind Date, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a great night tonight.
Mark, is Scylla ready?
She is, yes.
Fine. Stand by with the music. Cue the music.
Hello, how are you, sweetheart? All right?
How are you? Nice to meet you.
And you too, and I'll see you on there in a minute, definitely. Are you looking forward to this?
Yes, I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Blind Day. And here is your host, Miss Cilla Black.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Until she comes on, Sarah listens to music on headphones so that she can't hear me talking to the boys. Thank you very much indeed. Hello and welcome to Blind Date. Now, they say that the course of true love never runs smooth, but we've got 3 lads prepared to be smoothies if that's what it takes to get a blind date tonight. We have Harvey from Manchester, Matt from Leeds, and Steve from Essex. Who are you going to go with on your blind date?
I think it's going to be number 1.
Getting excited now. Sarah, here's your blind date for this evening. Here he is. You chose number 1, and that was Harvey, financial advisor from Manchester. Come in, Harvey. Where are you going to choose to go on your blind date? It's all in the...
Okay.
Oh? That was quick, Harvey.
Choose a good one.
Harvey.
Choose a good one. Harvey.
Do you like that name,
Harvey.
Marv? What does it say, Harvey?
It says a date in Gran Canaria.
Oh, no! Well, we'll be seeing what Sarah and Harvey got up to on Gran Canaria after we've taken another break. But first, you've all seen how the screen works and the modern technology we use to operate it. Well, you know, machinery can go wrong, but then so can human beings. And on one series, we had a learner driver who wasn't very good behind the wheel. Well, as I said before, there's a bit...
There is a cough medicine in the United Kingdom that more people turn to for relief than any other remedy. It offers a range of medicines that deliver immediate action and deep down penetrating relief from all kinds of cough. It has a clinically proven formula, and it's been tried and trusted by families for generation after generation. What's it called? Benylin. Benylin, medicine for coughs.
Oh dear.
Sorry?
Microbes again.
Microbes?
They're what cause the dandruff.
Only one thing for it.
Half-head test.
Hold on.
I'll wash half his head in one of these.
Doesn't matter which.
And I'll wash his other half in Head and Shoulders to show how its unique Micro-D formula neutralises more of the microbes. See, on this side...
Well...
But with Head and Shoulders.
That's great.
Head and Shoulders doesn't half-shift dandruff.
Get rid of that one.
Oi, I'm only half done.
Pull yourself together.
Every fourth car accident happens from the side. That's why Volvo has SIPS, a system that transfers the energy away from the impact. Now Volvo has added a new dimension, the SIPS bag. The first airbag that protects your weakest side, or that of your passenger. The SIPS bag, the first on your side, in your seat. By Volvo.
Only one thing changes faster than fashion, and that's soap powders. They all talk about cleaning, but the age-old problem of washing without bleaching colours gets no better. Because I'm told these powders still heavily rely on bleach. But not a powder like Ariel Colour. They took out all the bleach and replaced it with colour-safe stain digesters. To prove it doesn't fade colours, I was asked to test it. After 20 washes with Ariel Colour, it still looked great, while with the other powder, the more it was washed, the more it faded. Fashions may change, but why should your colours? Ollie, get it on straight. You can trust Ariel Colour to do the washing without bleaching out the colours.
At the Asda Clothing, Home and Leisure Sale, there's no end of savings.
Someone will help care for your little ones. Provide them with extra nutrients they may need from time to time. And you'll find there's a pharmacist to help and advise you. Boots. Someone cares.
Poor old Cinders, look at her. She'd love a nice place to live in. Come on, Cinders, down to the do-it-all January sale. She's also got all the relations to cope with. Redecorate this, paint that, it could cost a fortune. With all the hundreds of genuine bargains, you could say it all costs buttons. Together, we can do it all.
And welcome back. Now remember Sarah and Harvey who picked a smashing date on the Gran Canaria? Well, before we join them, let's just show you some of the preparations that go on before they arrive. There's a lot to do, you know. Beds to be made, floors to be swept, silver to be polished, and champagne to be cooled.
Aquí para ver el programa del Blind Date.
We're all right with lights at the moment, aren't we? Yeah. You're going to get the camera out, we'll do the, and then we'll have a look at the shots. OK, you ready? Speed. Action.
Hello. Hello, Sarah.
Hello
Harvey. Welcome to the Palm Beach Hotel. Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you will have a wonderful stay with us. We will.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Let's go through.
You need that life jacket, Sarah? We've got enough buoyancy here to...
That's
As much volume as you can, please, because you've got a quiet voice, so...
That means... I never ever get told I've got a quiet voice. This is good.
OK.
You chose number one. And when you first saw Harvey, what was your reaction?
Harvey looked very nice when the screen went back. I wasn't disappointed, but it was not the ideal man that I would be looking for.
That's OK, but don't lean too much. If you're comfy there, that's OK. Yeah. Ideally, just... That's me.
Lean to the left.
OK. When you were sat on the stool and Sarah was the other side of the screen, what vision had you in mind of the kind of girl that was sat there?
When I first saw Sarah, I thought she was very attractive, very well turned out, but she didn't automatically conjure up any deep, dark lusts in me.
The following week, Sarah and Harvey come back to tell us how they got on and to spill the beans about each other. It didn't click, as
Didn't click. The magic wasn't there, Scylla.
Oh, the little magic. The little magic wasn't there, Sarah. Mind you, you did get off to a bad start on that aeroplane where he was crashed out.
He read his book.
That's on the way back.
No, on the way there too.
Oh, dear. What,
it was War and Peace, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, Harvey and Sarah.
So has it been a complete disappointment then?
It's not too bad, and so the research is all pensions, so... so I can't complain. Well, I don't think it's worth swapping phone numbers now, is it?
Yeah, you should be so lucky now.
Well, it didn't work out for Sarah when she picked Harvey on Blind Date, but you know, this is the hottest seat on the show. Whoever sits on this seat has already drawn a lucky straw. They know they'll be going on a blind date, but who with depends on them. Who's it going to be?
I don't think it's going to be number 2. I don't think it's going to be number 3. I'm going to take a pushy woman, Scylla.
You turned down those beautiful girls, but you never turned down number 1, and that was Martine Barry of Solihull. Nurse, the screens, please. You chose number 3, and that was Helen from Leicester. Here's your blind date for this evening, Otis. Are you ready for this? You should be. You chose her. You chose number 3, and that was our Sherry from Sunderland. Come in, Sherry. Oh, Paul, you were on our very first show, our very first picker on Blind Date. How was it for you, dear?
Well, it was all very simple in those days, you know, so because we had no expectations at all. First ever show. I actually would never have got through all that audition nonsense which we showed earlier on. I think I was on the show because someone dropped out the week before.
But where did you go on Blind Date? Amsterdam. It was a day in those days.
It was a day in those days, very simple, no videos, just stills cameras. It wasn't a great success, though, I'm afraid.
No. What did she say about you?
Well, I couldn't really remember her name, for one thing.
Oh, I know, that I do remember.
Yes, I think to remember, I read the newspaper on the flight over, and the result of it all was that, you know, she said no, thank you.
But in spite of that, I mean, you did get married. You haven't been married that long, have you, Paul?
Not really, no. 6 years as a bachelor boy. Do you remember that term?
Yes, I do, actually. Now you have a family as well, don't you, Paul?
Yep, that's right. We have a Bobby Dazzler. Roberta was born earlier this year.
Ah, isn't that lovely?
Yeah, that's a name I won't forget.
Roberta, neither will I. And I won't forget you, and I'm sure our audience will. You're very good, Paul. Even after 10 years, you're mine. Yeah, thank you, Paul. Now, Gary. Well, you have changed a little bit. How many years?
Quite considerably. The grey hair's coming on strong now.
Yes, well, it happens to the best of us, I'm afraid. But where did you go on your blind date?
Gleneagles.
Gleneagles.
For a round of golf.
But you're married now as well, aren't you?
Yeah, time's changed for all of us, me and Paul, from the early days. Yeah.
What about children?
Oh, got a very lively youngster called Thomas. He's 2.5. He takes all our energies now.
Well done, and keep up the good work. And more little babies as well. Let me know how they get on, both of you.
Have to keep trying.
Yeah. Yes. Till you get it right, yeah. Otis. Yes, I love those words. When you went to see... Yes. You went to Seattle, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And I love those immortal words when you said, "Hello, Seattle."
Yeah.
You had a great time there.
I did, yeah, it was marvellous. VIP treatment all the way. It was quite splendid, yes.
But you went with a girl that was very much like yourself, personality-wise.
Yes, and it resulted in a personality clash, as it were. So, I mean, we got on, but we didn't get on, you know?
You're still at university, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
What
yes,
are you
indeed.
studying?
I'm still studying pharmacy.
Ah.
Oh, yes.
So, and you've met a girl as well, haven't you now?
Who told you that?
Oh, I have my And it's not that long since you've been on blind dates, so tell us about this lady friend you've got out there.
Well, I was in a nightclub, you know, grooving and stuff. Yeah. And I saw this young lady, so I thought, she looks quite appetizing. So, you know, I strolled on over.
As you do.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, strolled over cool, and just like, you know, got chatting and stuff. Yes, very nice.
Well, tell us her name then. We're all dying to know. Are we allowed?
She might kill me if I do that.
No, she won't.
Her name's Catherine.
Oh, Catherine. How long have you been seeing Catherine?
It's almost 4 weeks now.
Otis, ladies and gentlemen, our Gary and our Paul. Well, on our fourth series of Blind Date, we made history. We had the front page for 2 reasons. We had our first wedding, and I bought that hat.
Second question. I often work as a Tarzanogram in the evenings to get some extra... It's true. How would this affect our relationship?
Well, that would suit me fine, actually, because I work several nights a week as a kissogram. We might even go into business together. Anyway, you'd soon get fed up, because once you got to know me, you'd want to spend every evening in with me.
Come on, mental arithmetic, it's time to choose now. Who are you going for?
Number 2.
Stand by, Alex. This is your
by.
blind date for this evening, and here she is. You chose the lovely number 2, and that was Sue from West Midlands. Come in, Sue.
For me to fall in love with him, he wouldn't have to change that much, so you better watch out.
The day went really so well that if we don't see each other again, it'd be awful. So we definitely going to see each other whenever, as soon as possible. Here's hoping.
If in 10 years' time I found myself married to Alex, it wouldn't be such a bad thing. Bye, thanks, everyone.
Alexander, wilt thou have this woman to thy wedded wife, to live together according to God's law in the holy estate of matrimony? Wilt thou love her, comfort her, honour and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all other, be faithful to her so long as ye both shall live?
I will.
Suzanne, wilt thou have this man to thy wedded husband, to live together according to God's law in the holy estate of matrimony? Wilt thou love him, comfort him, honour and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all other, keep thee only unto him, as long as ye both shall live?
I will.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first blind date family. Alex, Sue, and baby Emily. Come in, everyone. Bedtime.
It is.
I was sit down there and you brought the toy as well.
Just in case, Scylla.
Just in case. Well, there you are. Who'd have thought it, eh? Who'd have thought it?
Not me.
Who'd have thought, no. I mean, did you ever think when you came on Blind Date that it would all end up with that little marvellous baby there? Oh, I'm getting all broody.
I came on for a holiday in the Seychelles, Scylla. I got a medieval banquet in Ireland, a wife, and now a gorgeous baby.
And she's
and an
gorgeous
octopus.
Too. And I know, because I've seen you since I saw you through your pregnancy as well,
right.
Sue. And you had a tough time, didn't you?
It wasn't good,
Yeah,
no.
she wasn't very well
But all
at
that's
all.
in the past, and this
In
is
the
just so gorgeous that
She
it
was
fades away.
But I mean, have you had many sleepless nights?
Yes, I have had a few sleepless nights. Alex, however, seems to have developed this very effective deaf ear in the early hours.
Oh, you're not a new man then, Alex?
Sorry?
Are you a new man?
Oh, yes, Scylla. I am a new man.
I mean, do you ever get up when little baby Emily starts screaming?
It takes a big nudge and oi, it's your turn.
Yeah, then I get up.
Then you get up. What
Yes.
about changing nappies? Have you done your share of that?
Oh, Scylla, look, I come prepared everywhere I go. No problem.
How did you come? Because I know when I spoke to you last time, I think you were convinced Sue was having a little boy.
I was.
Yes, and we were expecting a little Oliver.
That's right.
We really were. What did you think when Emily
I was
came
absolutely
into the world?
delighted. I'm so proud. Luckily you weren't holding it.
Well, I can see what she thinks of you then, Alex.
I'm so proud to have such a lovely daughter.
But she is good. Emily Charlotte is her full
That's
name,
right.
isn't it? I'm desperate. I mean, I know she's so well behaved. Could I just hold her for just a minute?
You can try, certainly.
Oh, let's have a look. Oh, isn't it? It's so long since I've done this. Look at her. Look at that.
Oh, it's lovely.
There she is. Isn't that lovely? Oh, yes. Yes, look at this mommy over there. Doesn't it make you want to have another? Too late for me
No,
now.
I don't think so.
Too late for me now to get ever so bitchy there, but she's big for 4 months, isn't she? She is. Now, let me wave at this woman. Ah, there you go. There's
yes.
good Jazzy.
Oh.
There she is. I knew it'd all end up in tears. Now I know how Margaret Thatcher feels. You see,
Now that's why I don't get up in the middle of the night.
that's a magic touch.
Oh,
That's
it is
absolutely gorgeous. Oh, you're magic with her. Well, you are a mummy anyway.
Oh.
Thank you all. As a family coming back on Blind Date, it's really been the icing on the cake for me. Thank you very much, Sue and Alex, baby. Well, it's been a smashing 10 years and I've enjoyed every minute of it. We've had a lot of laughs, and before we say goodbye, let's have a look at some of my favourite moments from a decade of Blind Date.
Hello, gorgeous. How are you?
You've taken the glasses off now,
Yes.
why?
To see your eyes, they're so gorgeous.
Oh. Oh, you're a very risque one.
Yeah.
I just ask you, what do you look for in your ideal woman?
Well, if it's somebody to settle down with, obviously well-groomed, mature, attractive, good family background. But if it's just a wild fling, someone a bit like yourself. You know?
Are you going to the ball, or are you?
Oh, sorry. I just want to raise issues.
He is, isn't he?
I might have an appointment down at the brasserie or something.
Oh, how do you feel about that, Claire?
What can I say? What can I say? After all those
Yes,
lovely
yes.
compliments, those lovely, lovely compliments.
No, it's a very nice thought, isn't it?
Why don't you go to the ball with her? Why don't you go to the ball?
What I say?
Go to a ball, that's what
I will go to the ball.
This is it. This is it. Do you like blondes?
As long as it's not a dyed blonde.
It's not all bad. No.
I bet you've got quicksand on as well.
Here you are, you sit here on blind date, you're two lovely people separate. How would you change our Jane?
Major plastic surgery.
All right, he's talking major plastic surgery here. What have you got to say about him? How would you change him?
6 foot under, straight.
Everybody who's taken part in this 10th anniversary of Blind Date, and all of you at home for watching. Who knows, we might all meet again on our 20th. Meanwhile, I'd like to wish everybody everywhere a happy and prosperous and peaceful New Year. Until then, it's good night. God bless to you. Ta-ra then. Ta-ra!
And we can join Scylla for the first blind date of 1995 next Saturday at 7:10.
This New Year's Eve drama.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
I believe in love.
Stay calm. Amy?
I wished I'd died with them.
I believe you can love again.
We're going to Hollywood. Goodbye, Mary.
Goodbye. Come on, have some fun.
Why are you begrudging me a little happiness after all these years of being alone?
Danielle Steele's Once in a Lifetime, New Year's Eve at 9:40 on Granada.
He's off to Bristol, he's off to Scotland, delivering goods for the B&Q big sale. This acrobat, wet and dry cleaner, only $79.99, and its shampoos. Save £5 on this Black & Decker drill, 5 litres of Home Charm white emulsion. Silk or matte, just $4.99. Nighttime carpet down to $1.99, Ford $132. There's loads more, come and see for yourself. The B&Q sale, it's big.
If you've got a cough, Vino's is all you need to know.
It's 2 days of fun on the run with Elvis.
Everything just started with you.
Yes, it's the king shopping around for girls, girls, girls.
I like girls.
And everyone likes Elvis.
Elvis forever!
Well, for at least 2 days, beginning New Year's Day at 10 on 4.
Julia Roberts and Patrick Bergen in Sleeping with the Enemy.
We will always be together. Nothing can keep us apart.
That was the night that I died, and someone else was saved.
Laura! Your name isn't Sarah Waters, is it?
When a man is obsessed by a woman, he'll do anything to get her back. Julia Roberts in a fight to live her own life. Sleeping with the Enemy, next Saturday at 9 on Granada.
This is Granada. Now we join Carol Barnes at ITN.